Oh, hello there. Come closer out of the dark and sit around my campfire, why not? My name is of no great importance, but the stories I have to tell you are. Witness 4 lost souls journeying together through a grim world of perilous adventure. Be warned, though, these stories are not for the faint-hearted, and once you have heard them, you cannot unheard them. Bear witness to the Vagabond Chronicles. Holy shit.
Roaming free in the world, trials and tales untold. We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. Vagabonds are we, unlikely heroes to see. We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home. Roaming free in the world, we'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Vagabonds are we,
Vagabonds are we,
heroes you will see.
we'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. To find our way back home.
Now the tale begins.
The end
And hello there, oh, Jesus, is the fucking microphone thing not working? No, it's working now. It delayed. It delayed itself. I started it and it went, I'm not going to work until you're at least 5 seconds in. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the technically fraught and emotionally difficult, possibly slightly problematic, Vagabond Chronicles. Huzzah! Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hello. And very quickly... I think I'm very loud right now. Very quickly, just going to do one thing. The trigger warning for all the episodes is everything will trigger you. It's one of those things where we cannot account for anything that you might find upsetting. This is a mature show.
What?
It's a mature What? It's like a mature show and a mature channel. Like if you,
yeah, I know, but you're just saying that like this is just going to be packed full of.
No, but if somebody has an issue with like rats being like talked too badly, and if I start insulting our rat man, I can't account for that. That's like it's just like assume it's going to be bad, and you know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Okay.
If I start telling people that like trees, I don't know, like a hedge wizard or something, that they should put some shoes on, that might upset somebody. I don't know. So anyway, it's just a trigger warning, folks. There are mature. I'm being serious now. We want to give a trigger warning. Just it's mature show. It's mature themes. If you have any sensibilities like that, then you're not really down with that. Please, be aware that this is a mature show. Having said that, obviously, we're here for fun, and it's not going to be that dark and heavy. But just in case, I just thought it was fair enough to say that. I think it's nice. It's nice to say that, no? Tom's shaking his head. All right.
It's responsible.
So all you toddlers, get lost now.
Yeah, toddlers. Basically, it's for the toddlers here. You're not supposed to be here. Get out of here. Your parents are trying to find their phone. You're snuck under their beds, and you're laughing like... But if you laugh too hard, they'll find you, so please turn the phone off. Or at least give it back to a responsible parent and they can listen instead. That's it. All right, so moving forward, thank you very much.
This is not Peppa Pig, toddlers.
This is not Peppa fucking Pig.
It's way past your bedtime.
It's not Peppa fucking Pig, kid. There you go. Oi! There you go. So everybody understands where we're at. Good. And with that in mind, hello to everybody in chat. Hello to our incredible mod team. We really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. We've got some nice bit of news later. But without further ado, let's us cast our ears this away and introduce you to the stars of the show, the fucking Vagabonds. Hi, Vagabonds. What's up, my Vagabonds? How you all doing?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
To start in, I don't know, why not initiative order, and go around the room, around the table, as it were, and find out who is who and what you're all fucking up to, I guess. Is it who is who or who's whom in this situation, because they know who you are? Who is whom or who is to whom?
I'm dyslexic, mate. I don't stand a chance.
Who, I think.
Right.
I'm a writer, I'm not sure. But
Excellent. So, to who is whom and to whom and to who? We'll start Ralph. Who's got the highest initiative? I think it's Quinty.
I do believe it is.
I think it's the rat man.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me introduce you. Somebody that in a darkened street, you would probably cross the road and then go, oh no, I want to help him, but oh, he's so hideous. I just can't look at him. Quint, who's played very awesomely by Mr. Klim. What's up, Mr. Klim?
Hello, Neil. I think that's one of your better ones. Thank you.
I was being polite and respectful to the character. I
still liked it. I liked it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right. Yeah.
Quint is he's a rat man in this world called a Skaven, and effectively what he does is he shacked up with this lot after they fell off a waterfall, and being slightly mentally challenged in the old, knightly department. He wants to be a knight and doesn't want to be a rat man anymore. He's delusional, absolutely, but his heart's in the right place.
I totally zoned out on that whole thing. You did talk about your character, right?
I think so, yes. Thank you for noticing.
That's all right, you're welcome. Very good, very good. Okay, so next up we have in the order of initiative, actually one of our newest members who's a kick-ass... We don't know what they are. She's a cleaner, apparently. It's Granny fucking Smith. Granny Smith, who's played by...
Alright. Hello, I'm Jess, and I play
Jess.
fucking Granny Smith. And I joined 2 episodes, and blimey, so much has already happened in that time. Met this motley crew, and I mean, I tried to help, but
You did. You actually you rolled your first awesome critical fail, which makes you. That's what makes you a vagabond. Nobody's a vagabond until they roll a critical fail, and then you instantly become a vagabond. That's how it works. So yes,
love that. Love that rite of
welcome.
passage.
Indeed.
Why, thank you.
But you're still alive. Hey, you know. Next up in order, next up in order, I believe. Therefore, it should be. Is that Ratigan I see over there hiding behind a hedge?
Is it me? Is it me? Wow, have I got more initiative than Merrick?
I'm not sure, actually. Merrick, what's your initiative?
Let me check.
I've got him at
Initiative's
37.
31.
31.
Yeah, it's Tom. Tom's your next.
I'm no longer the slowest member of the group. Sorry, Merrick. Sorry.
I'm no longer the most slow. With
Oh, no, wait, hold on. It's 37.
Yeah, it's Tom. you're
that might
37,
be
yeah, it's written down.
I'm gonna have a look. Actually, it's just down here.
You are still the slowest Ratigan.
I am by 1 point. God damn it!
That's
By one.
Damn it! I was so happy there for a minute.
You were, weren't you?
Oh.
And they just
Sit back
we
down,
just
Tom. It's not
dashed
your
it
turn.
and took it away from you, sir. You just dashed it and took it away. Is that your intro done? Just sort of basically, that's your introduction. Great. Okay. Sterling stuff's possibly the best yet. I love the way it just naturally ripped off the tongue. Yes, you are a wizard, I guess, and you do stuff. Fantastic.
I'm a wizard. You'll pick it up as you go
You'll
along.
pick it up as you go along. He's basically a druid hippie as a.
I'm like a very bad wizard, a very rubbish wizard.
Yeah.
And we enjoy that, don't we, folks?
We all get a giggle out of it.
Yeah.
So let us move smoothly, segueing on to the very last vagabond, but by no means the least. We have the coolest motherfucker this side of the World's Edge Mountains, Merrick the Dwarf, played by.
Yes. Played by me. I know. Tomlinson. Hello, everyone. Yes, I play Merrick the Dwarf, a bit of a wheeler dealer, bit of a merchant guy who knows who's who around town, and is also owner of a selection of fantastic suits. But today, since his suit has been disheveled in the sewer, he's now wearing a battle dress. Besmirched. Yes, he's now wearing a battle dress, which grants him actually a little bit of luck.
Yeah,
providing he's wearing his wig.
I think you squandered that luck already.
Yes, I did. Yes, I threw it into the cupboard.
Indeed.
Along with the harpy things that were attacking
Not
us.
even metaphorically.
Yeah.
So, moving back into the game, why not? Let's just smash our way straight back into it. Last time, if you don't know what the fuck's going on, folks, very quick update. They're in the town of Bogenhofen in the old world.
Hang on a second. Were you going to do some community news?
No, I'm not. I've just suddenly realised I'm going to hold off until it's appropriate.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Secret
You like that
community
shit?
news.
Yeah. You like that?
Stay tuned.
You like that, me holding on to
Okay.
information and just dangling in front of you. You like
I
that
like
kind of stuff. You do.
little
Vagabonds.
juicy nugget. Some
That's right.
point, guys. All right, okay.
So yes, my brain catching up with my brain. So basically, what's happened? They're in the town of city of Bogenhofen. They've lost one of their friends who was getting married to his husband. Oh, his husband to be, I should say, Dr. Asher. So Wavy Davy was abducted. The wedding planner Merrick. The wedding planner and Merrick. I got to qualify that more than I have done, but you understand. You should watch the shows. You know what I'm talking about. So the wedding planner Merrick has gone with them. They went down to the sewers following some clues, and they found, much to their shock and horror, not only, well, I was going to say the Granny Smith, but that's also pretty shocking, as they also found a chaotic temple guarded by a demon that was apparently vastly underpowered and should have been double the hit points. But hey, I roll with the punches. On slaying said demon and trying to investigate the situation and see what's going on, they were actually then spotted by a bunch of a sewer jacks contingent, who are essentially kind of like the watchmen of the sewers, I guess. This is a simple way of saying it. Who then accidentally have identified them as cultists, as they've seen literally Quint and also Ratigan looking like they're holding pieces of the pentagram in their hands, and it looks like they're about to lay them, as opposed to what they're actually doing, which is lifting them out. And they've been caught. And the last, I think, any of you heard was a very bad London impression, which I'm going to change immediately to Birmingham, because Bogenhofen is apparently supposed to be based on Birmingham. It's, oh look, cultists. That was the last thing you heard, which is now canonically corrected into a Birmingham accent. That's it. That's where we're at. So things are not looking good for our quote-unquote heroes. We are going to start immediately with a kind of narrative order of things. I'm going to say that both Quint and also Rattigan get to act first, then Granny Smith, and then because you are Scrooge McDucking into crates, wearing a ball gown, and did you take the wig back? It was on the wall, but I guess
No, it's still. I think it's still in the cupboard.
it's still on the wall. Yeah, it's in the cupboard. That's right. So you are dressed in a fabulous ball gown, darling. So you're Scrooge McDucking your way through crates looking for loot and booty, I believe. So you're going to go last, Merrick. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a kind of relatively short amount of time to do something, but I will give you a bone. I'll throw you a bone. Not now, but in a minute, I will surreptitiously go and make myself a drink. At that point, you may have however long it takes me to make a drink, to then talk amongst yourselves, to then work out what the fuck you're going to do after the initial narrative round. Does that make sense? Is that fair?
Lovely.
Ooh,
Lovely.
Makes
yes.
sense.
I think that's
Like
fair.
that.
I think it's
Thank you
pretty-
very
I'm
much.
playing very fair today.
Much appreciated.
I laughed out loud, sorry. So yes, I guess it's Quint and Rattigan, which would mean Quint would go first in initiative order.
Off you go, Quinn. Good luck.
Yeah.
By the way, at this point, any conferring will be done in front of you. So if you want to whisper, you can, but then I might make a listen test to see whether they hear you or not. I'm just saying. Okay?
Right.
Master Soilman, do you not recognize the robes of the god Tal, the nature god? We are here to destroy evil, not invoke it.
Make a fellowship test, please. And
I thought you'd asked me to do that.
Yeah, I thought right. What is your current fellowship, just for our players?
It is absolutely horrendous. Fellowship is 14 because I'm an ugly bugger.
14?
Wow.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
See,
I
I,
wouldn't
can
have
talk
tried
a storm,
that.
but I can't back it up with dice rolls.
You cannot. You really can't. It's just because you're so unbelievably hideous to look at, sir.
Yeah, thank
okay.
you for reminding me. I'd actually forgotten.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for, Clint. That's what I'm here
Yeah,
for. Okay,
thank you,
roll
thank you.
them bones, my love. Roll them bones.
I'm going to regret this.
Oh my god, that was so close. It's a 15.
Yeah.
You don't have luck or anything, do you? Oh, that's
No, I
so
don't.
close. Now, normally, I would say maybe I'll just let it slide, but today I don't feel like that. Today, it's hard, hard rules. That's a fail, but
Wow.
only
Noted.
just. That's a fail, but only
of a
just.
deal.
Son of a bitch. So I basically, I am the only person that listens back to this podcast, apparently. I gave you way too many freebies last time, so I'm taking them all back.
Yeah,
so-
we did have quite a few.
You did have quite a few, only because it narratively was very funny. So I'm going to say, Quinn, they sort of narrow their eyes. One of them with a torch steps forward. And it gets to the corner of the circle, almost comes into the circle and stops, and then backs away and goes, "Oh, I can't see that from here, and I'm not exactly going to take your word with you holding that penta thingy." He points. Yeah, penta thingy. It's a pentagrul, isn't it? No, it's a pentados. What the hell's a pentados? I don't know. I just heard it. I think I read it. You can't read. Well, no, I can't read. I've been trying though. So they start getting into a weird conversation amongst themselves a little bit. And the bigger one of all of them goes, "Lads, shut up. Listen, mate. We haven't seen. We don't know if you're like, you know." We think you're cultists because you're hanging that thing. We can't tell if you're like Tarlites or whatever the thing is, the druid hippie things. We can't tell that. And anyway, it's Sigma's the god of this town.
But you are, as they say, men of the sewer, are you not?
Well, not really, no. It's just a job.
But one of your numbers, I remember, led us here and led us in to look for the for our lost compatriot.
Another one
I
steps
recognise
forward,
him.
Another one steps forward and goes, "Oh yeah, likely story. What was his name?" Ha! None of you watched the fucking podcast back. Nobody knows what his name is because nobody watches it back.
Gotcha, bitch.
Wasn't it George?
I am going to roll
Quinn
because
watches it. Come on, Quinn, you can do this.
I honestly can't remember, so I'm going to roll see it was George. It was absolutely not George. Okay. That is your go. I'm going to say for the moment, Rattigan, you've heard all this. You're still holding the piece of the pentagram, and they're sort of shining torchlights, like storm lanterns, which have like little what do you call it? They have these little what do you put on horses? blinkers. They have these blinkers on them, which makes you channel the light in a kind of stronger direction. Shutters, that's it. They have shutters on them, which make them be able to like look in a certain direction.
Yeah.
So they're shining on you, and you're still holding this piece of copper in your hands, having lifted it out of the pentagram. What do you want to do?
Look, listen, right. I know this looks bad, okay, right? But firstly, my learned friend over there, he is correct. If you just let me show you something, and I turn around and go...
Okay, you instantly hear this click, 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 as like about half of them pull out crossbows and level it at you. And now one guy who's closest to you, who's over here, has got a crossbow. His hands are like shaking, and he's just like holding this crossbow like in your direction. There must be about 6 crossbows all aimed at both of you.
It's a birthmark. I just wanted to show you a birthmark.
Yeah, they said, hands where we can see them, you. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm switching accents, sorry. Don't get any funny ideas. You keep your hands up, and whatever you were trying to like wrestle underneath there, don't do it. Otherwise, we'll pepper you. We'll pepper you good, like salmon. You don't pepper salmon. Yeah, you do. You pepper salmon. No, you don't. You salt it. You what? You salt it? Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll salt you like salmon. Right, and that's what they do.
I am getting quite hungry right now. But, look, listen, right. We weren't making it, we were pulling it apart. You see, we got down here, we found some nastiness going on, and we thought, no, we can't be having this. We got to make sure that no one can do anything with this. So we were pulling it apart.
Okay, at that point, I'm going to hold you right there. At that point, this is all happening simultaneously, kind of. So, Granny Smith, as Quint starts to talk, you are here. You're actually in shadows at the moment. They don't seem to be looking your direction. They're just focusing very much on these 2 guys here. What do you want to do? There is a staircase behind you. There is a door at the top of the staircase. Pentagram's ahead. The boxes are all over here. That's where the cupboard is on that side. And these 2 morons are stuck in the middle. Your 2 pussycats are prancing jauntily out. They've come out of the cupboard and are looking very pleased with themselves. Just like walking, licking their lips, licking their whiskers, and just cleaning themselves. One of them sees you and starts going, bink, 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 trotting jauntily over towards you.
Ah, okay. So potentially pointing me out to the guards.
I don't know.
Well, this is it. I am very keen to I'm very keen to go and see if there is actually an exit, because there's no way we're going to get through this gate.
Yeah.
But can I possibly try and whisper just so that they don't think that I'm deserting them? I'm just going to do a granny thing and be like,
you can try.
See if there's a way out.
Yeah, but how are you going to do that? How are you going to cover the whisper?
So how am I going to cover the whisper? I mean, I'm not relying on my cats in any way, shape, or form. Definitely not them.
Okay.
How do I do this? Because you said that we could do a listen test to see if we're heard whispering.
Yes, basically what will happen
count for this one?
If you think of a clever way to sort of semi-disguise your whisper with them being able to hear it, I will then roll, because you're closer to. I'm going to say that this is actually closer to Ratty, not to Quint, but to Ratty. Than they are to you or to them. So if you can whisper in a way that makes like sense, that it doesn't sound like you going a Jack Bauer whisper of, it's Granny Smith, not like a stage whisper, but like a whisper that you think will carry. Basically, it's going to be a very difficult test. You're going to have to make a fellowship test.
Oh, sorry. Hi, so sorry. I dropped out.
Yeah,
sorry.
No worries. It's cool. So you need to make a performance test, which is fellowship. And that is going to see if you can find a way to sort of make your voice not quite audible to them, but audible enough to Ratty, but to project it and carry it in the way that he can hear it just about. So it's a straight...
God, that's niche. I love it.
It's really niche. It's really fucking niche. So I'm going to say, do you have any performance skills like acting or any kind of performance? Sing would be useful as well, because about projection and whatnot. Do you have anything along those lines? Yeah. Not mime. Mime is the least useful performance skill.
That's the least useful.
Actually, mime would be fucking useful in this situation if you can get their attention.
Mime would be brilliant.
You can also, if you wanted to try charades, I will let you. I will allow that.
Oh my God.
That might be better.
Absolutely love that.
Okay,
yeah,
so you're going to have to talk me through it though.
Okay.
Do you have mime?
I don't have mime.
Right, so
that is
So it's fellowship. What's your fellowship?
My fellowship is. Hold the line, please, caller. My fellowship is 25.
I was going to give you a 25. I was going to give you like 20% difficulty. I'm going to throw you a bone and give you a 10% difficulty modifier. So you've got to get 15 or under to A, catch their attention, and then tell me all the charades that you're doing. No matter what, I'm going to say you're going to catch their attention. But this is to convey the message accurately. Okay?
Accurately.
So, yeah,
okay,
so 15 or under.
15 or under.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Granny didn't have much luck last week. Come on.
Granny did not have much luck last week. 74 is a fail.
Jesus
That's a fail. So tell me what it is you want to do, and then I'm going to convey the message to them about what they see. So Rattigan, as you start to actually start talking, you start like looking over towards Granny Smith. I think you've just dropped out of the game, actually. Are you still there, Tom?
I am still there. Yeah, no, sorry. I tried to close. Sorry, it's a technical problem. I just tried to close Steam, but keep the game open.
Yeah, no worries. Still, yeah, that's cool. So you go ahead and rejoin. So yes, just tell me what you're trying to do physically, and then I will then translate that message to Quint and to Ratty.
Amazing. Okay, so
I'm looking forward to this.
Me too. Me too. I'm actually sitting back in my chair quite far, reclining.
So, I am. Is there any way that the cat has alerted Ratty to something?
Yes,
in
actually,
that corner?
that's what happened.
Amazing.
The cat rubbed both. Went to one of the cats is literally licking Quint's foot, but in a way that suggests that if he was big enough, it thinks he could probably take him. The other cat bumps, does a little gland wipe, with its face on Ratty's leg, and has drawn his attention, because Ratty gets distracted easily, towards you, and the cat's still trotting towards you now. It's like plum plum plum. Hey, mummy.
Great. Now the two witches have familiars. Fantastic.
Absolutely, that's what we want.
Yeah. So
I'm sure the balaclava's not helping my cause.
The balaclava is now. Remember, the balaclava is now an open-faced balaclava, like one of those, like when fishermen wear those things that don't look sexy at all, but it's okay because they're in the middle of fucking ocean fishing, so who cares whether or not they look sexy? It's one of those ones now. Just keeps your head warm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Just keeps my head warm.
Just keeps your head warm. Does fuck all to disguise you. Makes you less intimidating. Actually reverses any intimidation that you usually have. So what are you going to do? Tell me the charade that you're trying to do.
I feel the best way is to kind of do it through interpretive dance.
Yes.
Yes. That's pretty much the only way.
I'm loving it already.
Yeah. Right, and so she's Granny. She's got silent move.
Yeah.
Both rural and urban. So I'm wondering if I can use that.
Combine it.
So I've got those skills. So hopefully this will be a silent dance.
Silent dance.
Silent dance. They can feel my waft from my epic moves, but they can't hear anything. So I am going to do the climb the ladder. Climb the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm doing a big circle with my arms as if I'm gathering them to my bosom.
Yep.
I'm not leaving them.
Yep.
So climb the ladder, gather bosom.
Yeah.
Then a nice little dip with the old sailor. Look to the right.
Yep.
Look to the left.
Yep. Clocking.
Thumbs up.
Clocking.
Thumbs down.
Very good. All right, cool. That's enough. All right, that's your message.
That's
okay,
it.
That's your message.
I was
right.
ready to give you like 8 bars of 8 there.
No, it's okay. I think I'm going to have trouble remembering all of this anyway. So basically, what Quint and Tom, you see this very strange interpretive dance, which you think is a message by Granny Smith as she recedes into the shadows, doing this sort of performative dance. And because she recedes so far into the shadows, it's kind of difficult to make it out. But you think the message is, all right, lads, gather them up, like sit on them, which I guess you means like, knock them out, and then that'll be great with a big thumbs up. So like, do your best. But I'm not going to help you. So thumbs up, you're on your own.
Sit on them.
You think? I mean, she did the squat thing, which you think like a dip.
I did a squat.
Like a dip squat thing, but you think that's what they mean.
Yeah, that's the one.
Or either that or like teabag, which you don't know what teabagging is. If you played Fortnite, old worldy Fortnite, then you probably know what it is. But you don't. You don't know what it is. So, yeah.
I'm gonna look at her and just sort of mouth, but kind of, when you mouth, but you almost say the words, and you You want us to what?
Okay. All right. I'm definitely making a listen test.
Can I take you to task on that? As it's a lady, it is not
Okay,
a
it's
tea
one.
bag, it's a clam slam. Yes.
Okay, so as it's a clam slam. So clam slam, Jesus.
I think
All right,
with Granny it would be a dust gust.
dust
Yeah.
Apologies to any octogenarians that are listening to the show right now.
There is no trigger warning.
Sorry,
so-
not
so-
sorry.
We were upsetting the toddlers, but it turns out we're upsetting the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What was that disclaimer again?
Oh, it's been and done, my friend. It's been and done. So as you're sort of like doing this, Tom Ratigan just goes, What is she trying to say? And actually, one of the guys, most of them don't hear what you're saying because you just sort of turn to Quint and then look back directly at Granny, and one of them guys just follows your trail and goes, "Oi, lads, there's another one over there!" And like two of them just rush forward with crossbows and go, "Oi!" And the one that's shaking his hand a lot is now pointing into the shadows towards you. His hand is really shaking to the point where I'm going to make a cool test for him. That is a fantastic roll. Everybody at home, that is a beautiful roll for my character who's holding a crossbow. That's an amazing roll to the point where it's so good, I'm not even going to roll the other thing that I should be rolling to see what happens. But that's amazing. Granny, you see these guys come out and go, "Oh, there's another one over there." And then you just hear this thump, as you see the guy whose hands are violently shaking turns and fires immediately towards you. This guy over here. So his crossbow fires. It hits you for 7 points of damage to the chest.
Oh wow!
Ouch.
What's your toughness?
Jeez, you
My
like
toughness. Oh my gosh, my toughness went down to 4 last week.
Oh, no, your
wait, no,
your
sorry, no,
toughness
it
is
didn't. No,
5.
no, hang on, up 4. My toughness is 5. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so you take 2 points.
My toughness is 5.
Yeah, you're fine. You're actually pretty tough. So you take 2 points of damage. That goes from 5 to a 3. I think this is yours over here, right? Yeah. So that goes down to 3. The bolt sort of zips past you in through your clothes and makes a massive hole in, like, I don't know what you're wearing, like sort of your various layers of rags, and just goes and flips straight through you. But it does, it bruises the side of you, like your ribs, and just grazes you, which gives you a nasty burn, which is pretty horrible. The other guy steps forward and goes, "Don't you move!" And then this guy, the first big guy, goes, "Hey, Rog, what you doing? Don't shoot yet. We haven't done the thing that we usually do before we do that." And he goes, "Oh, sorry, I'm just a bit scared." He goes, "It's all right. It's a scary environment. There's lots of weird moss over there, and it's quite dark and dank. Anybody would be scared." "That's right. Anybody would be scared. Don't worry about it. Don't feel bad about yourself." The other guy puts his hand on the other guy called Rog. He goes, "It's all right, Rog. If you want to cry, you cry. You're a man. It's okay. Show your feelings." I want to cry. I'm just a bit nervous." That goes on. They seem to be distracted as all 4 of them.
Touching scene, Neil.
Yeah, as all 4 of them are now trying. The 3 of them are now.
About the way.
The 3 of them are now trying to console Rog, who's not doing great. The other ones are sort of fanning out in this direction. They were looking at Rog concerned. Just because you're a sewer jack doesn't mean you have feelings, right? So these 5, I'm going to say, are not totally now focused on you two. They're kind of more interested in how Rog is doing emotionally.
So Neil, there are 9 of them in total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 total.
Oh, okay.
But they're just
Where were
humans,
they
though.
about 10 minutes ago?
They obviously some kind of noise has been like. I mean, don't forget you're in the sewers, but you're not exactly like. You're not crazy fucking deep. The explosions may have drawn their attention. Possibly some time ago. I'm just saying, folks.
Yeah, I would have actually thought they'd have known about this room a little bit earlier, consider they work down here, but that's just me.
Dude, do not be picking holes in my plot. All right. So next up, with that, I'm going to so fucking take this out on you. Next up is Merrick. So Merrick, you hear these voices, and you're sort of half. You're like tummy deep. Well, actually, you're like brogues deep into a crate, which you think that you can find something like another nice candlestick from the one that you've already pilfered. But you hear these voices and you freeze. Your instincts suddenly kick off. I'm not saying criminal instincts because that's judgmental, but your whatever they are instincts suddenly go and you freeze as if a client's walked into the room screaming your name. And you sort of freeze and you hear all these voices. You hear this cacophony of footsteps, and then you also hear Quint and Merrick start talking, and you've heard basically everything here. You then hear something about a guy called Rog who's not doing great emotionally, and that's where you sort of lose the thread of the conversation. What do you want to do, sir? You're hidden at the moment.
Yeah, there's so many things that Merrick could do in this situation. But do you know what? I'm gonna. There's only one chance Merrick can use this because he's wearing a dress. So, Merrick is gonna pretend to be a damsel in distress.
Yeah, I love it.
It's the only you can only use it once.
All right. Okay. This is going to be... I'm going to say this on the record, I know. This is going to be one hell of a fucking roll, mate. So, okay, talk me through L plan. Talk me through this.
So, Merrick's going to pop up out of the crates and...
All right.
in his battle dress, and he's going to cry out for help. To the sewer men.
Yeah.
He's been captured by monsters in the sewers and beasts and all sorts of unfrivolous men, causing all sorts of trouble. And so he's going to ask for particularly Rog to help save him.
Okay, interesting. You're going to play on the guy's vulnerability right now. That's pretty cool. All right, so you're going to have to make a performance test. Now, it is shadowy. You are surprising them in a way. So I'm going to give you a bonus of +10 to your fellowship. Do you have any other buff? And you also, don't you have a plus?
I got Blather.
You got Blather plus another 10 as well. That's +20.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else like Charm? Also, does your
I got
suit...
Charm, Animals, and Babies.
They are unfortunately
very specific.
Oh no! Wait! I think I got normal Charm as well.
You got normal Charm. Okay, I was going to say that I'd have to make one of the guards a baby in a helmet.
I've also
but
got
that's okay.
Seduction.
If you want to seduce 9 guards, be my guest.
Incredible.
I'm going to give you. I'm going to
Partners
say.
I don't love.
Are you wearing? Are you on top of this? Are you already wearing your shades as well? Because it gives you +5.
Oh yeah, always got the shades.
Always
on.
got the
Never
shades.
take that off.
I'm going to give you.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you a whopping +30 to your fellowship roll. But you have to do the Penelope and pit stop hail as you pop out of the crate, and then you go tell me.
So my
what you
fellowship
say.
would be 58 then.
58. Okay, very good, very good. This is a nice, healthy
Okay.
fellowship right now.
All right, let's see. Let's roll these.
58. Papa needs a new ball ground. 21. That's
21.
a huge pass. Huge pass. Very good.
Nice.
All right. So tell me when you pop out, what you're saying, starting with the words "help," and then
Starting with the words what?
the Penelope pit stop. Remember from the Wacky Races? Hey.
Yes, in the pig.
Yeah,
with the
in pig,
umbrella. What was
Exactly.
that catchphrase?
Help. Because
Oh, yes, I'm with
she's
you.
not a strong woman apparently, so that was the only female in the entire race, and apparently they wanted to make her not very strong.
She won a couple of times, though,
Loud
didn't she?
sigh. Loud sigh.
She won a couple of times, but it was always like because the men screwed up, which I feel was not,
it's always Dick Dastardly
It was
messed
always
up.
Dick Dastardly messed up, which I think was not great. Because you know, obviously this
Very
is
80s.
it was actually 60s, I believe, 60s, 70s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty old. So that explains why there are no strong women in wacky races. All right, very good. So
Another very relevant reference. Good work.
So another relevant reference. All right, so starting with help. Please tell me exactly the little mini speech that you're going to give these nine guardsmen you're trying to seduce and con, I guess, at the same time.
Help! Help! Oh, young guardsman, I need your help. I was attending the wedding of the year, Dr. Dasher and Wavy Davy. I was one of the guests, as you probably would have known if you were there. And I got kidnapped and taken to the sewers with some nasty monsters and nasty cultists were trying to harm me. But I managed to take one of them out in the cupboard with one of my wigs, and I just need someone brave and strong to help me.
Amazing.
Oh
This is
my
very
God.
good. This is very good.
J'approve.
That's very
Beautiful.
good. Very good. Okay, the guards immediately go, oh, Sigma. Oh no, a damsel in something distress. A damsel in distress. And then Roger.
Yes, and they destroyed my brogues as well.
Yeah. So immediately they start rushing the crates in a frenzy of almost near teenage enthusiasm to help what they think is a beautiful young lady. They start rushing towards a couple of them. For whatever reason, are completely unaffected by that. They just sort of turn.
He's not into their moustache. That's probably what it is.
Well, funny enough, I think these two might be actually. They just can't see it because of the shadows. These guys shadows. So Roger sort of abandoned. These two guys are not moving. The rest of them are rushing to help you. And these two guys are sort of looking what's going on, but their crossbows are still vaguely in the direction of Quint and Ratigan. These two are definitely like kind of going, yeah, she doesn't wear it well, and just sort of
Yeah,
keep
where
it
is
close.
Wow. Tough
Wow.
audience.
Yeah.
Where is the door, Neil? In the
Maybe I
room?
needed
Where
a
is-
critical for that.
Yeah, indeed. The door, Tom, is just here. This is the door. Right here, the grey box
Okay.
in front of you. That's the door. That's the only, apart from the staircase and the other door up here, apparently.
Yeah,
this
we
is
still
the-
ain't been up there.
This is the only way in and out, it seems. So there's two doors, one there and one there, one you came through. I'm going to get rid of this thing. It's not very helpful to have that there. So. Okay, I'm going to now get a drink. And I'm going to leave you to your devices with the audience listening. So audience, don't tell me what happened because there's no fun in that. But I'm going to go and leave you for, let's say, 2 minutes. So you've got 2 minutes to sort of psychically confer with each other about any kind of plan. And that's all you're going to get, my loves. Be right back.
Oh,
Honestly, I think this is going a lot better than it could have gone, actually, because things could have gone really bad.
same.
Yeah.
The door, and they've got an awful lot of crossbows, which really terrifies me.
All right, folks.
What
We're
about
right
the-
back.
That's
right
why I
back.
was like, I wanted
Right,
to see
okay.
what this door. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, we need
Alright.
more time now. We need more time.
Well, tough bullground.
Oh wow, you're playing harsh today.
I'm playing hard.
Any?
Listen, I'm just lying. I mean, I know you look spectacular in that ball game, but
Thank you.
I'm just trying to find an easy shot, but it's no opening. All right, folks. So, what are you going to do? And starting from Quint down again, these are all rushing. That's sort of their sort of narrative turn. Quint, what are you doing?
There is very little I can do in this situation if I don't want to get, as you say, peppered with rounds.
Well, there's
So
only
I'm going
two
to-
of them. There's only two of them leveling their crossbows at you.
Yeah, but my entire team is generally surrounded. So, and being a knight,
Yeah.
I will not leave anyone and try and scupper myself because it's unknightly. So
Fair
I'm
enough,
staying
very
put
good.
and I'm doing nothing.
I will remember to give you some XP for that because that's a very, very good character point. Thank you very much. Okay, Ratty, what are you doing?
Whilst the guards are all, most of them are heading over to Merrick.
Yeah.
I sort of murmur something almost undetectable under my breath, and Mr. Spidge goes and gets me a little frog's bladder.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, cool.
Do you know what this is going to do?
I do know what this is going to do, yeah. But you have to do it in a certain way, though. To amuse me, Tom. To amuse me.
So I sort of start pretending like I'm coughing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if I want to do it that way. Hang on. How am I going to... I just pretend I'm coughing, and then I'm just going to be like...
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think I do know what this does, actually. I thought I knew what it does, but maybe I don't know what it does. Carry on.
With this frog bladder in my hand.
The bladder is the giveaway, I think, but carry on, yeah.
Suddenly, like a spark erupts in my hands around the bladder.
Yeah.
And I point it at the guards, particularly at this cluster that are moving sort of towards Merrick. I don't know how big the area effect is.
It will hit. It will. I'm going to say the cat's over here safely. It will be like a cone. It's actually pretty big. It's going to hit. It's going to hit all of them. It may, however, hit Merrick.
Can I not angle it in a way so that it's sort of aimed?
Not really. They're clamped. Imagine the boxes from Indiana Jones.
But if I'm pointing straight ahead,
you're pointing at these guys clustering towards Merrick. You said.
Merrick
is slightly higher than them, so it may or may not affect Merrick. I'll give him a bonus.
I'm actually trying to get as many of the guards as possible.
Okay, some of the guards are kind of almost level with Merrick on the crates over here, so if you're going to try and do that, I'm going to say that Merrick will have a much better chance of not getting affected by what I think you're about to do.
Am I in the line of fire? Yeah.
You kind of are, yeah. Literally, if you're just looking this way, you're kind of in the line of fire. It's like a cone as opposed to a level. It's not a level thing. It's like a big cone of the stuff, and it's open. It's like a gust.
Listen, as long as you don't destroy my dress, because I got my luck.
actually, I've got an idea if it does hit you, and it's going to be very fucking funny. So
listen, I've already changed clothes already.
Very funny.
I've already changed clothes.
Yeah, this is wind blast, isn't it? You're going to fire wind blast, aren't you?
So yeah, I basically suddenly out of the cough I go, blow you down, you bastards!
Nice.
And the spark around the bladder erupts into a kind of cone, like a huge gust of wind that blasts.
Nice.
In a cone away from my mouth, almost like I'm breathing it, basically.
Very cool. I like that a lot. It's very nice. Yeah. So basically, it sort of looks to everybody else. It sort of looks like you can't quite see this, but it's like a massive gust of wind. Just does this, and out of nowhere, it's almost like the force of a hurricane just immediately erupts from Ratty, and it actually lifts up crates and boxes. I'm going to do, they're going to have to really roll well, which they're not going to, so I'm going to sort of take an average roll for the majority of them, see if they get affected. Just 2 rolls will be enough, I think. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to say that majority of them get absolutely like smashed against the crates. Some of them go flying. They go flying like this and over here. Some get smashed against the walls, just drop down unconscious. This one's not affected, though. He stumbles back on his ass and then scrabbles back, and so doesn't get affected. Whereas these guys, all caught in the majority, just get smashed around. They get knocked themselves unconscious or maybe dead. And all the crates start flying up. Einel, you're going to have to make a roll, but it's an initiative test, but you get to have plus 20 because the aim of the blast was sort of taken. The brunt of it was taken by the other guys. So it's actually a strength test. It's strength plus 2, so your strength I think is 3, so that gives you a 50-50 chance. So it's 50% or under to not get knocked down by this magical wind blast, gust of wind. So yeah, 50 or under, sir. I know.
I'm here. Sorry.
That's all right.
I cut out briefly.
No
I got to roll 50 or under.
50 or under, sir, to stay on your feet or on the crate.
Yep.
Yeah. That is a 72. That's a fail.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
so you're gonna do a thing called a risk test.
Okay.
So please roll this again.
Yep.
I have a number in my head. If you roll under or equal or under 2, you're fine. Otherwise, you're going to take an automatic wound.
Okay.
Yeah. No modifier. So this is a 16. Okay, great.
16.
You manage to basically flop into the crate. It knocks you over, and you sit into the crate with the force of the wind. Sort of knock your head a little bit, but no damage. But you sort of like rattle around, and this thing just and then just immediately dies down. Your first thought is, "My God, How's my dress?
Yes, the dress. No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's
Not like you.
that's the other thing. Just before you get smacked into the crate, your dress flaps up like Marilyn Monroe. Yes, thank you, Jess. And your hands push down against the middle, your private parts. Just, modesty forbids, and then you fall into the crate. That's exactly what happens. It's the Marilyn Monroe.
do.
And then, okay, so you're in the crate. Okay, so these 3. I'm going to say 4 of them actually. Fuck it. No, it is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go.
Okay,
So
4 of them have been knocked
talking
over.
our way out of this one there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid, folks, we're going to say we're in initiative. Now, the good thing is that this is like a surprise attack. So I'm going to say all of you get to go first before these dudes do, and then I believe they will. 36. No, all of them will go after you anyway. But they're essentially surprised. But one of them may be able to get us a reaction off. You are in combat. It doesn't mean you have to fight, but we're in combat rounds. That's
Oh, by the way, sorry. After I did that, I did yell. I was going to yell, "Cheese it!"
Okay, so then you yell "cheese it" after this wind blast.
Nice.
Smashes all these crates.
Yeah.
Okay, so up first, I believe, is Quint.
Okay.
Master Ratigan, they must see us as some sort of nefarious people now. What about the dwarf? He's still surrounded.
I'm already running. I'm running.
Yeah, so you say that, Quint, you turn to your left and Ratigan is not there. Ratigan has just disappeared. He's just running.
I suppose if it was convincing that they think he's a woman, then I suppose there is no harm he will get out of this.
And I follow Ratigan.
Okay, cool. So Ratigan, it's Granny Smith. It's your go. The cats are next to you. So the cats are basically on your model now. They're at your feet, looking at you, rather pleased with themselves. What are you going to do?
Lovely. So where have the lads run to?
Well, you see
We're running.
them.
I'm running towards the stairs.
You're running towards the stairs.
You're going for the stairs.
Okay. So Ratigan, if that's your go, then I will take your go before Granny's, just to make things simpler. So you're already burst running towards there. Or the rat is following. Granny Smith, what are you going to do?
I mean, I'm pissed off with Roger, so I want to disarm him before I go. I'm nice. I'm
Okay.
nice. I'm not going to kill him,
All
but
right.
I do want to disarm him. I want to get rid of he doesn't deserve to have that weapon.
Right, so as Roger is looking at the wind blast currently, like as all of them are, like, what the blazes? What the blazes? Like that. And Roger's not looking at you, and you can creep up to him. I'm going to give you can make like a stealth attack on him if you wish, like a stealth disarm.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's going to give you
Lovely.
+10 to your weapon skill, I'm going to say.
+10 to weapon.
Yeah, so
So
WS.
that's weapon skill's 38, so I got
So
48.
48, yep. To hobble up to him and smack the thing. And this is a disarm. So you get disarm skill, which is an extra +10, I'm going to say. So that's 58.
Right.
58 to disarm the bastard.
Okay.
These dice here are pretty hot right now. They're doing quite well.
Yeah. They haven't served me very well. Come on.
That is a critical success.
Oof.
That is the best critical success you can get. That's a 0-1.
Oh.
So you've already had like
I wish I killed him.
Well, you can basically do whatever the fuck you want right now. So Ratty, as you're running, you see like Granny Smith hobbling up. As you get closer, she looks at you, puts a finger up like 1 second, and then hobbles over to our man Roger. And what do? You can do anything you want within reason.
I'm going to clip him round the ear for being an absolute twat
Yep.
and for shooting a fucking granny.
Yeah.
Gonna say to him, "You're a fucking twat. You just shot a fucking granny. You don't deserve this weapon. So I'm gonna fucking well take it off you. You play."
Hey!
All right, so you
Don't mess with
immediately
her.
see. Not only do you grab the crossbow, you also take off the bolt box that he's carrying. He's carrying like a quarrel case, which is where all the crossbow ammo is kept. So you sort of grab that from
Nice.
him as well. There's a moment where his face twitches. He looks in abject horror at you, realizing you're an old woman, and that just completely breaks his mind a little bit. But he doesn't run away screaming, which is what I was testing for. But he sort of staggers back and goes, "I'm really sorry. I didn't know you were not like old. I don't mean old. I mean like seasoned. I don't mean seasoned like mature. You're mature. Didn't know you were mature. You're like that." He starts backing away apologetically and leaving the other crossbow. So you've got the crossbow and a case of crossbow bolts now. You can hide within the rags that you wear. Yep, that is your
Fabulous.
go over. Next up, Ratty, you've already had your move. You're sort of running past as you see this. Quinton, hot pursuit. Merrick, it's now your go, sir. You're in the box.
Do they still think I'm a Southern Belle?
As far as you're aware, yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well then, I will say to one of the nearest guards,
Help! Help! I was almost discombobulated by that nasty wizard over there. Can someone please help me and get me the fuck out of here?
By Sigma, the lady's alive. I'm coming to get you. No, I'm coming to get him, John. You've had your chance. They start basically sort of like strapping at each other. Yeah.
Can I just say, I think we need a name for this alter ego of this
Marika.
Marika.
It's going to be double hyphenated
the femme
for the Bell, right? Like Marika Ethel,
Marika Ethel.
Marika Ethel. Marika Ethel.
Yes.
A name that the angels bestowed on you at birth. Marika Ethel.
Marika Ethel.
All right. So Marika Ethel, you can hear these Marika Ethel as half of our audience just goes, "I'm out." This is too much. So Marika Ethel, you hear the scrambling.
Someone in chat write that down.
Yeah. So Marika Ethel, you hear the scramblings of two semi-horny young men trying to outdo each other to try and
John and who?
Save you. John, you don't know the other mystery man. He's a man of mystery. You don't know his name. But Johan, actually, it's not even John. It's Johan. Johan and somebody else are coming to your quote unquote rescue. What are you going to do? You can still do something. All you're aware of is that was a free action, so you can take an action.
Oh, I want one of them to take me out of this room.
Okay.
So, I'm easy to pick up. I'm only 5'2". Quite light.
You're dainty, aren't you? You're a dainty lady.
Yeah.
For a dwarf, it's actually very tall.
It's actually incredibly fucking
I'm
tall.
very tall for a dwarf. But
reasonably short for a woman, so I guess you could maybe pull this off somehow.
There we go.
All right, so you're just going to wait until they arrive to quote-unquote rescue you. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, please.
Okay, so...
Johan or the other one.
Yeah, so next up, the two inexplicably sane and rational guards that were unaffected by everything, or that did comment on your ball gown being a little bit trashy, sort of whip their crossbows around and go, halt in the name of the law, one of them says, and they both level and they both fire. The first one is going to make a ballistic skill test at a modifier because it is dark, and they're just shitty humans that have no night vision. So I'm going to roll the first one with a penalty, and the second one's also going to have a penalty. That's a miss, and the second one is also a miss. So both of them sort of fire wildly into the shadows. They can't see you very clearly as you fleet past them, and their crossbow bolts are empty. They're on slings, so they sort of drop the crossbow bolts to their side, and they both pull. One of them pulls like a billy club. The other one pulls what looks like a hand axe. And they start taking their first step towards you, breaking into some kind of run. One of them looks at Roger and goes, "Roger, snap the fuck out of it and get your fucking thing on!" Like that. And Roger sort of... I'm going to make a leadership test for that guy, actually, to see whether Roger indeed does snap out of it.
Is Roger, like, in charge of them all?
No, Roger's actually now afraid of the granny, so he's now into fear. He cannot move towards her or take an offensive action, but he may defend himself now against her. It is your go. New round, Vagabonds. You have the lead. Quint, you're up. You've seen these watchmen pull weapons, and they sort of shout, "Stop with the name of the law!" like that.
Okay.
What do you want to do, sir?
Okay, given my heraldic lunacy, I cannot let Granny face this alone, so I stop, turn around, and charge them.
Okay, which one are you charging?
I'm charging the nearest one to Granny, because that's just rude.
The nearest one to Granny is the middle.
I just want to point out that I did wind blast them specifically because I wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Oh, I
wasn't
know for well. I know for well what you're doing. You're trying to knock them out without killing them. Yeah, none of them. The other 4 that you hit, they knocked around, but you don't think you killed them. They've just been knocked over and smashed around a bit, so they're all unconscious.
Hey, you blew my dress though.
He did blow the dress out, which is a little bit inappropriate. So
Well, you look sexy doing it.
tiny bit. You look incredibly hot. I think everybody's okay with that because you're okay with it.
Damn, look at those dwarf's legs.
Yeah. And they are smooth, aren't they? We've already established canonically they're moisturised with an inch of skin that's live. All right, so they're very nice legs. You have great legs.
I just dropped out and came back in at a very interesting point. Oh, we're talking about his legs. Right. What just happened?
Merrick has incredibly moisturised, nice legs, as you just saw again for the second time because his Marilyn Monroe thing.
Absolutely.
All right, so Quint, you get a charge.
If I can finish, Tom, I fully understand what you were trying to do, and as a knight, I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to be striking to stun.
Right, so you strike to stun is good. You do have that skill, I believe. I seem to remember in the character sheet, which is good. So you get a +20 to do this, and you're going to have to if you make a damage roll over the toughness, then you'll knock them out. Basically, that's how that works. So first is weapon skill +20 because you have strike to stun, which is cool.
Okay, that'll be an 81. I've got to really badly screw this up.
Yeah, you have to really. Hopefully, we are Vagabond. There we go. No, 53. Very good, very good.
Yeah,
Nice. So you sort of run up to the first one with the flat of your blade. You sort of spin the spider sword around to the flat of the blade, hits him, and you just cosh him straight across the face. And he just turns to the camera going, "Boo!" His like mouth going one direction, his eyeballs going the other. Roll a d6, please. And if you get a hit that's over his toughness, you knock him out.
Okay.
These are new rules, folks, so don't everybody fact check me on Warhammer Roleplay. This is my rules, because the original Touchstone is bullshit. Can you please move your hand as well, please, Clemmy? What do you get? You got a 5, that's going to do it. So 5 plus your strength, which is easily strong enough. So you just go pa-pam, and you knock him out, and he goes, "Woo, timber!" And he just slides to the side and just bam, straight out onto the floor. I could be really mean and say his head lands on a shard of glass that goes through his ear, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be fair to you. All right, so he just falls over and you knocked him out, so he's down. That's your first attack. I know you have a second attack, which you may be able to reach the other one to your right, or the character's right. But that'll come in a second. Rattigan, it's your go, sir.
Right, so I suppose I'm going to have to stop as well. So I reach the stairs and I turn around and I go, "Oh, bloody hell." Right. I'm just going to yell at them. I was trying to get everyone out of here. I don't know, actually. Okay. I'm just going to go. Stop it now. We're going. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not getting.
You're going to check the top of the stairs.
So why don't you roll a leadership test for me?
Okay, I will try a leadership test. My leadership is freaking awful.
It is freaking awful.
This will be interesting.
Some people may accuse me of torture, but I think it's fair. Oh, so close to a success. 45.
What is that? That looks like a 5 to me.
No, the hand is on the 4. If you put your hand on the thing, it'll tell you exactly what it counts it as. It was very close to a critical success, but unfortunately, sir, for you, it's a fail. But not by much. So you hear Ratty. You're still free to make your own decisions, folks. You're not swayed by his words. Are you doing anything else, Ratty, given your turn?
No.
Okay. Merrick, it's now your go. The two guys at either side of you going, Sigma. One of them throws up.
Not on the dress, please, no.
They turn away and throw up. That's Johan turns and throws up. He's not used to this amount of physical endurance. The other one turns and goes, "I'm here to rescue. I know I'm short for a sewer jack, but I'm here to rescue you. My name is Lucas. I'm Lucas Sewer Walker. I'm here to rescue."
Lucas sounds unfit.
Lucas Sewer Walker.
I tell you what, can I?
Yeah.
Can I get Lucas to pick me up? But while he does, can I use my disarm and
Yeah.
offer to take his weapon
Absolutely, you can. And you
while
can,
he picks me
you
up?
can give yourself a bonus with Blather as well, and and charm. So I'm going to give you a disarm plus 20. Do you have the skill disarm, by the way?
I do, yeah.
You plus 30 to your weapon skill roll. This is a mighty thing that you're doing. I dig it a lot.
Plus 30, so that's 68.
68. So roll your bones. So.
There we go. Let's see.
That's a 7. That's a huge success. All right.
Nice.
So what do you say to this dude, this Lucas Sewer Walker? He goes, Lucas Sewer Walker, I'm here to rescue you. and then he flicks his hair to the left. He's like shitty strawberry blonde hair, just like really badly cut, just shifts to the left.
Oh, Lucas Silverwater, oh, my hero. Oh, would you be so kind as to pick me up? I'll hold your mighty weapon as you do so.
Do you flick? Okay, I'm gonna assume that you flutter the eyelids a little bit too
Oh
rapidly.
yeah, I doff my shades.
You doff your shades. All right. So you doff your shades. He looks at you. I'm gonna make it like a perception test for him, just because there's one thing that might be slightly amiss about this untitled.
Well, for Lucas, yeah.
Yeah. So he looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, is that do you have a mustache?" And he just sort of stares at you like that, pointing. You take his weapon as he hands it to you, but he sort of looks. His other hand is pointing. He goes, "You've got a mustache?" Like that. Like he's computing. Wait a second, mustache? You've got.
I take it this is your first time in Bogenhofen.
So you've got. I'm going to give you an attack of opportunity that he has clearly made you. He's just his brain hasn't caught up to the realization of it. So you're going to have an attack of opportunity, which means you get to have one free action or attack if you wish.
What weapon did he have? Sorry.
He's giving you like it's a big. No. It's a lot of them got crossbows that are slung. Like
Is it like a billy
slings.
club thing?
It's like a billy club to knock people out. Yeah.
Oh, this is tough. I'm trying to get back in the game. And
You can also hear Johan throwing up still behind the box.
So, have I been made or not quite?
You know the glint in his eye, the question mark in his eyes says that you're about to be made.
Well, I think my internet's playing up.
You got split seconds to make your decision.
Oh, say that again.
You got split seconds to make your decision, sir.
Oh, is it? Oh no.
You've got to work out if it's
we're gonna have to knock out Lucas. We're gonna have to knock him out.
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't want to get violent like that, but
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say it's an automatic hit because you're literally holding on to the guy, but you've got to make a.
he's holding on to me.
Well, he's holding it to you. So you just got to make a straight damage check. So it's a D6. If you get and plus your strength. What is your strength?
My strength is 3.
So his toughness is 3. So it's a straight roll. If you make his toughness or over on a D6, you'll knock him out. That's how it's going to work.
All right, so I'm rolling
A
first,
D6.
yeah? Oh, D6.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
you're going to hit him. You're literally holding. You're next to each other. You're just going to smack him around the head. That's,
There we go.
Is a 5. That does it. Yeah, 5 does it. So you're going to knock him out. So what do you say to him as he sees it goes, a moustache? And you obviously haven't been to Bogenhofen. And he goes,
You obviously haven't been to Bogenhofen. Down you go.
and then you just clobber him straight. So you hop out as you drag him into the crate and smack him on the back of the head. And you're sort of now outside of the crate. You can see that
Did Johan see?
No, Johan's throwing up his back. His
Oh, sweet. I still got another chance.
Yeah. So these 3 guys, by the way, these 3 watchmen are now trying to struggle to stand. One of them's bleeding profusely from his head, is holding his head. He looks pretty fucked, actually. So I'm going to flip him over this way. These 2 were smashed around, but they're kind of okay-ish. They're just pretty shocked and pretty stunned. And this dude over here is trying to struggle to his feet as well. So you've got 4 out of the 5 guys affected who are trying to stand up. So you've got a few watchmen who are trying to actually get to their feet at the moment. That's your goes. So new round. I'm going to make some strength tests to see how many get up.
Did I do anything in that round?
Yes, you did. You disarmed the dude.
That was that round.
That was the top of the round. Was that last round? Oh no, it's Granny Smith.
Oh yeah, no, Granny's not done anything.
I'm so sorry, Granny Smith. Please take the roll. Apologies.
Tim also has.
Don't you worry.
Have we gone?
So
really?
who has the second attack?
No. This was no. You guys have already done something. This is the end of the round, which is Merrick's go. Merrick is last in order. So you guys have just done.
I
something.
didn't have to go before Merrick.
I thought you
I
disarmed.
didn't go before Merrick.
I'm so
That was
confused.
the previous turn. I'm
That was
pretty
the
sure.
previous round.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I will take your word for it, but everybody else is definitely gone because but Merrick was after all of this. So, okay, if I've missed out Granny Smith, apologies. So, Granny, what are we going to do?
Don't you worry. First of all, I'm going to thank my. Oh, hello. First of all, I'm going to thank my chivalrous friend for taking out this plebeian. I am desperate to see what is up this door. I'm desperate, so
Okay.
I'm gonna. Can I do a little bit of a stealth run?
Yeah, do you have flee or anything like that makes you go faster when you're trying to run away? Fleet-footed. Your movement's 3, which is pretty bad.
Silent move. Yeah, I've got silent move.
If you want to, no, because he's staring right at you. You're not going to be able to blend invisible. Okay.
Oh, so I can't really. Yeah.
Do you want to run up to the top of the stairs? Is that what you're trying to do?
You can just run, which is what I've been trying to encourage everyone to do.
So Granny.
I'm trying to get carried out, Tom.
So Granny turns and runs up like really fast to the bottom of the stairs, and then she immediately gets like your Zimmer frame out and go clunk, 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 because stairs are a bit of a challenge for you, and you get to about here because you've only got a movement. You've got a movement of 3. Yeah, your knees give out, and you're like clunk, 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 clunk up the stairs really fucking slowly. Rattigan, you sort of see this, and it's like, well, it's going to take her a while to get up the top of the stairs, and she's also now in front of you, which is a bit of a problem.
I'll be like, I'll just be going, yes, Granny, yes, you got the right. She's got the right idea.
Right.
Now the rest of you.
Okay, so in which case, let's see, this dude is down. These two now are going to swarm Quint. These guys, so we've got one person on his feet over here. He's stopped throwing up and has turned around. This guy's knocked out. This guy has stood up. I'm going to say this guy didn't make it, actually. He's not dead. Well, he didn't make it. It's not like he's like ill or something. He's going to flip round. These two guys are now back on their feet. So there's now 1, 2, 3, 4 sewer jacks over here, and there's 2 sewer jacks over here either side of Quint. They're going to make their attack round on Quinty. So that is a hit and also a miss. So one of them misses you, the other one, and as you sort of like, you do a little kind of like mini swirl away from one attack, and unfortunately clobbers you straight into the second attack, which does, and hold on to your horses there, Quinty. Okay, that's 7 points of damage.
I'm going to parry.
Yep, you're going to parry, so please roll your parry, so which is your weapon skill. And you're going to lose that attack, the second attack that you had this round.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Right. So grab you and grab you. I think that's both of them. That should be.
Is a 25? That's a success. Please roll a d6 and minus that from the attack, and then minus your toughness and any armor after that.
Okay, right.
Okay, you rolled it twice. I'm going to take the second one because I saw that one. Your hand was in the way. The first one, that's a 1, so that's 6 points of damage, minus your toughness and any armor.
Okay, 6 points of damage, minus toughness, which is 3.
And any armor like a shield or any armor that you have to your body.
4 and 5.
So how many points? So you take 2 points of damage then, right? Or
Cool.
1 point of damage, I think it is. 1 point of damage.
Cool.
Yeah. So it sort of glances, you manage to get your shield in the way, it sort of glances and nicks the side of your head. You sort of shrug it off. It was just like a very light touch. But still, you're now in combat with these two, either side of you, I'm going to say.
Righty-ho.
Kadeki, that is a new round. New round, therefore, is actually your round, Quint. You've got 2 attacks. One will come at your initiative. The other one will come at half your initiative in the order, which is after the guards go. So what are you going to do for your first action or attack?
Strike to stun.
Mm-hmm.
Grab those dice, or try to grab those dice. Let's have a look here. Almost.
The suspense is killing
That's
everybody. You haven't even rolled
Not
it.
as badly as my mouse is killing me. Right, okay.
It's a fail. That's your first attack. So you sort of go with one. They manage to pop up their axe or handle, the billy club handle in time, and just go cling, just bounces off. Next up is therefore Granny Smith. You're still hobbling. You're still going to keep going for those stairs. Those stairs, the enemy of Granny Smith is stairs.
The enemy, the bloody enemy.
The bloody
I've
enemy.
realised that. I've realised that I've kind of thanked my knight and then fucked off, and he's now surrounded. So that's not particularly nice to me.
In all due fairness, you don't know his backstory. He's just a fucking.
gonna say this
You don't really know his backstory.
And I
He's just
know
some
it's going to
dude.
take me a while on the stairs. I don't want to hold them up.
Yeah.
But can I possibly do
Yes.
an attack from the stairs with my throwing knives, my knitting needles?
You can do, but it
to try
means
and
you
take
won't.
out
It
one of
means
the-
that you won't really get further. You get like another stair up, but that'll be about it. So you won't really get to move. You'll move like here, and Tom's like,
Worst escape ever.
and Tom's doing that thing where he's sort of like,
escape attempt is just the worst.
and Tom
So badly.
and
Can't
Tom's
even escape well.
Tom's like one of those drivers that's really like I feel like Tom has got the energy. Whether you act on this or not is entirely up to you as your character. But there's an energy inside you growing of this like you've suddenly worked out that the car in front of you is driven by an octogenarian that shouldn't be on the road, and you're doing that left, right swerving. Is there a way of overtaking? Are you stuck in traffic? Is this now your life for the next half an hour? Like that kind of movement, kind of thing. Again, apologies to octogenarians who are in the chat. Yes, so you can do that. It's going to be. You've got night vision actually, I think, limited, so that's fine. Just a straight ballistic skill throw. So what is your ballistic skill?
Ballistic skill.
Yeah.
My ballistic skill is 43.
So it's a straight 43. There's no, even though you're elevated, you're not going to get that bonus because I'm going to say the shadows sort of
No.
like your lack of being
Yeah.
able to see clearly negates that. So it's a straight 43.
Absolutely. Okay, come on.
21 is a hit. That's a hit.
Boom.
So your strength. What do you have? Are these the poisoned ones? Oh, these are poisoned. These are
wait,
poisoned.
yeah.
You poisoned them. You poisoned them.
Innocent people here.
Casually dip these ones. Yeah, they're
You
not
poison them.
normally,
As you
but you know
do.
what? Sod it.
No, but you
Desperate times.
poisoned
Yeah.
them a while back. I seem to remember you saying these were
I did.
poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah,
So these are
they're-
poisoned with
those-
manbane. Good, these are manbane filled. Cool. All right, so you throw and hit. I'm just going to make a very quick toughness roll. Which
Have
is
you got
not
any
really good.
dialogue to go with this, Granny?
Yes,
I am
please.
curious.
I'm not coming down the stairs, but I've got something. Oh, shit, forgot I had these. These might help.
Okay, you just go, and poor Rog goes, listen, mate, I don't want to fight you. We just need to take him for questioning. It's just my job. And as he says job, there's out of nowhere, Quint, you see this, and this massive fucking knitting needle just sticking out of the right side of his neck, which you very quickly surmise in a human being isn't going to kill him. And then he just goes, oh, that really hurt. And he just goes, and he just starts frothing at the mouth. His eyes start bulging. His skin goes a weird kind of like black and pink color, and he just goes, and starts to grab at the knitting needle that's embedded, and just goes, and then just topples over and slams to the ground.
Okay,
Very
now we're in
clearly
trouble.
dead. Yeah, now you have officially killed a Sirajak.
Oh no, we didn't
It
want
was
to do that.
for the best.
You hear cried over the sounds of battle. All right, so that is
But when
that
I
happened.
see that, by the way, Ratty goes, yeah, you see, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid.
All
You'll
right.
notice I didn't throw any stones or anything at anyone. I just did the wind. I did the wind so I won't kill anybody.
Categorically, I can say Rattigan that nobody is listening to you right now. All right, so next up is going to, I think it's there for, is it Merrick or Rattigan? It's Rattigan. isn't it?
Yeah, I believe
Merrick,
so.
It's Merrick. Okay, Merrick. So you're essentially surrounded, and you think you see in the distance one of the dudes get hit by some kind of throwing weapon from Granny, and the character, or sorry, the Rog, you think, or you don't know if it's Rog actually, but one of the Sirajaks just topples over immediately in a way that is not becoming of somebody being hit by a small dagger. But he looks very, very dead. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Can you please, you see Granny Smith on the stairs, and she's like slightly illuminated, a little bit illuminated. The shadows everywhere, but she's sort of managed to catch a little bit of light from the lantern, the lantern that Roger was holding on his belt. Just swings round and just illuminates the stairs, not only for Granny Smith. And you see Granny like this kind of like lights, and there's something about Granny Smith that just makes your brain stop. Please roll an intelligence test.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you street knowledge, so plus 10, because this is your hometown.
Intelligence, so 41. We're looking for. All right.
46. Okay.
God dang.
All right. There's a chill that runs up your spine as you see Granny Smith doing this thing, illuminated in such a way, having thrown what seemingly is a very thin, small stiletto-type dagger, and probably killed, the sewer jack. There's something about the efficiency and the nature of the way that she did it that chills you to your bone marrow, but you don't know why. I'm just going to give you that because it was a very near fail. Okay.
That's fucking nobody is Granny Smith.
That woman is a.
What do you mean you killed her cat? Do you know whose cat that was? So yes.
What's Kay and May doing as well?
Kay and May are just like hopping up the stairs, waiting for you. They're at the top of the stairs right now, looking down at you. One of May's like licking their genitalia. The other one is just staring out at the chaos with it. And even though cats can't smile, you're pretty fucking damn sure one of those cats is smiling right now.
Oh yeah.
That is your go. So that Merrick is still your goes actually. So you see that, but you can take an action and free action. It doesn't stop you. You clock that basically.
Yes, please. I'm surrounded at a minute, so I need to.
Although you are a
damn.
damsel in distress, like nobody's.
That's very
questioning
true.
that. Nobody's questioning that. There's a doorway to your right as well.
Yeah. Can Merrick see down the corridor of the four men waiting down that corridor as well?
You can see that if you go to this door, I'm going to put it into yellow. So if you see this door here, this exit here is open. That's where you came in. If you go through there is nobody that way.
Okay.
And also, you have a movement of 5, so you can definitely peg it and get out that door before anybody would probably stop you. And also, they're not looking at you as a threat. They think you're a victim.
Very true.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I mean, as much as I would like to fleet-foot it out of there, I think I'm gonna rely on Johan, who's just finished being sick. So,
okay.
Johan, we've only just met, and you've got a little bit of sick on your face. If you wanna wipe that down. And let's just say Lucas wasn't up to the task. I need someone who is brave, big, and strong to help me get the fuck out of here. So I need you to take me out of this dungeon. Stat!
So I mean, Johan is pretty fucking. He looks white as a sheet, and he sort of stumbles towards you, and he's like, "Oh God, listen, Lucas is a dickhead. I'm here to save you." My name is Johan Solo, and I'm here to save you. I'm not a cowherder. I'm a sewer jack. And then he just sort of like puts his arm around you, and he starts taking you towards the nearest exit down here.
Arm around me like he's drunk.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's trying to be protective. But you also feel his weight a lot. He's basically using you to hold himself up. Because he's pretty fucking...
So basically, I'm helping him out. I'm helping him out.
Yeah. Okay. As you do that, the other guy's... Oh, fucking Johan, he's always getting the look, isn't he? And look, they're trying to escape, and the other sewer jack sort of scrambles their feet and start running towards the other vagabonds. Whereas you and Johan are sort of making, and actually you're picking up the pace. You're leaving Johan behind a little bit, and you sort of get to around here as Johan's going, "Hang on, miss, wait, I'm just catching my breath." Oh God! I'm gonna make a constitution roll for him, actually, a toughness roll, to see whether he can. And it's he goes, "Hang on, miss." Oh no, it's 97. Okay, hang on, miss. I'm just. As he's walking, he just starts throwing up again. And
he doesn't throw up on me, does he?
No. You manage to skirt away from the flecks of sick. You get to the door. So you're now at the gate towards the sewers where you came from, and so Johan is throwing up. You can see very clearly that actually Rog, or whatever his name was, you think is Rog, probably by the sounds of it, is frothing and writhing on the floor. He looks like he's in convulsion. And you know your stuff, so he looks like he's been poisoned.
Yeah,
He's done. Yeah, which does not bode well for this situation right now. I'm just going to say that. Next up, I believe, so you've all had your rounds, yes? Yes, you have.
Yes.
So next up is now the sewer jacks. So the sewer jacks goes, "Murderers!" And they start swarming Quint. The other two start racing towards the other two start racing towards the stairwell. I'm also going to make a leadership. No, I'm not going to do that. So they clearly are incensed by one of their members falling. I'm going to make a toughness roll for the other two on the crates because they've been down for some time, I would say. The first one gets up again, and the second one also gets up. So the other two sewer jacks that were knocked around sort of wake up out of their stun. And they sort of not actually, that's Lucas, isn't it? He's not going to get up. And the other one sort of clambers up and starts running. You're like, what's going on? What's going? Oh God, what you doing, Lucas? You're throwing up everywhere. Did he have a bad tummy? And he starts like rubbing his back, trying to help him. But he's also awake now, so you sort of they're getting reinforcements back. If it makes sense. Sorry, it's my go still. Yeah, what fun.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, Quinty.
Do your attacks, sir.
Do my attacks. I got so excited about having more reinforcements. The first one hits, and the second one also hits.
Excellent.
So you've got 2 hits on you. The first one does that is 7 points of damage again to the that is 0-2. That's the head. So 7 points of damage to your head, sir.
Okay.
What do you take? What does that work out to with your toughness and armor and stuff?
Okay, no armor on the head, and I could try and parry that for less damage.
You can do.
I can't parry and retreat, can I?
No, you can't. No.
It's going to have to be parry then, I'm afraid.
Where's your character? Actually, I've lost your character. Is it green or what are you? What colour are you? White. You're over here. Okay. So you've got 7 wounds left, I guess.
Okay, 7. That'll be toughness of 3, 6, 5, 4. No armor on the head.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Cool.
All right, so you're down to 3 wounds. Okay, cool.
Yes, I am. And the second attack, if you please.
Yeah, second attack damage is coming.
Someone's gonna die.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's worse. It's now going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay, cool. I'm using my fate point.
Not necessarily. Hold your horses.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Yeah. You're a -1, I take it, right?
Yep.
Please make a toughness roll immediately.
Okay, cool.
First things first.
It's getting serious.
It's suddenly got very serious. Don't be bashful. Here they are. A toughness of
I'm not.
That's above your toughness, isn't it, as a percentile?
Yes, it is.
All right. So tell me what you're doing as you get distracted a little bit before you don't see this very heavy hit come in and just clock you. What were you doing prior to this guy coming in and charging at you?
I, as a dutiful knight, was trying to make sure that all my friends are out of the way. I look on in horror as a knitting needle comes down and this person I was trying to concuss starts frothing. I look back at Granny, and as I turn in, there is a kosh in my face.
And it hits you straight in the nose,
wow.
which is for you particularly painful. And you just go reeling back. And as you fall, the last thoughts you can think of as darkness envelops you before you hit the ground is of the duties and the virtues of knighthood, and whether or not what this means for you being associated with this group, and you just fall out. You all see the rat man. You all see Quint just get hit, and he smashes back to the ground and is just not moving. He's just lying there holding his weapons. Next up, that is the Surjaks go. The others carry on still moving towards you two, like this. Like that. There are Johan. I'm going to make a Constitution test. So next up, I believe, is therefore Quint's out of the games at the moment. So it's next up is Granny. Granny Smith. You've just seen the rat man. Well, you don't need a rat man actually. The ugly bastard to get knocked out. The best fighter they have. Let's put it that way.
He is as well.
Hi, sorry, I just dropped out. I wasn't sure.
You just saw their best fighter get walloped and is out of the fight. So he slumps to the ground unconscious.
Okay, what those of the Surjaks?
No, Quint's been knocked out.
Quint has been knocked out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, in the next round, you're going to have to make a roll, Clem, just FYI.
Cool.
Yeah.
All good.
So, Granny, what do you want to do?
Right. This is tricky because I have got the skill to heal wounds.
Yes, you do.
Is it possible? I don't know if it's considering the situation, if it's possible to
Right
heal.
now, no.
Yeah, that's...
I'm going to
It's
say
gonna
that
have to be
You could stabilize his situation by giving him a wound back.
I mean, you're basically going to have to
go down to him. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Who is that?
Jesus.
Someone else dropped. Yeah, that's Arnold. Arnold just dropped out. It's all right.
Is Arnold just dropped out? Yeah.
You're gonna have to literally go to him and stabilize him by, like, massaging his windpipe or whatever. I don't know, something to or staunch the blood that's pouring out of his nose right now. That'll bring him away from. Okay, so the way that this works, Jess, and people at home, because I don't think we haven't discussed much of this. When you get to 0 wounds, you get knocked out. Anything below 0 wounds is potentially a fatal wound, which can kill you.
Yeah.
Heal wounds can stabilize you. You can do that magically as well. But heal wounds, I say in our world of rules, heal wounds, it can stabilize, and then a further heal wounds roll can then increase your health, like field medic basically. So you've got field medicine, so you could jump down if you wanted to, rush to him and stabilize him so that he wouldn't die. However, to do that, you would be pretty defenseless, I'm going to say.
And it took you 3 goals to get up the stairs.
Yeah, it took me 3 rounds to get this far. And there's a part of me that says, well, I've come this far now.
guys, as it's my character on the floor, yeah? Don't worry.
You can't say that.
You
can't say, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. You are already out the gate. You can definitely talk about things around it, but you can't give them direct advice. I'm so sorry, Clemmy.
Okay. So he's not dead. I mean, he's got minus
well,
one.
You don't know. You can make a quick initiative test if you wish to just work out his condition. Are you a doctor?
Yeah, is that okay? Actually,
are you Dr. Smith?
I'm a herbalist.
Stand back, everybody. I'm a herbalist.
I'm a herbalist. I can cure diseases and heal wounds.
You can heal wounds. I'm going to say that you can appraise whether somebody's in a serious fucking jeopardy. Yeah. So that's a straight intelligence test you have to make.
Okie doke.
What is your intelligence?
Intelligence is 39.
You're pretty bright for an old doddy, aren't you?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. All right. You've been around. You've seen some things. That is a 36. It's a pass. Okay, you think that... Okay, he is sort of on the knife edge. He might pull through without any treatment whatsoever. He could die. You don't know. He doesn't look like critically like he's going to die next round kind of thing. But he could die. Yeah, he could. But it's a bit of a coin toss on this one.
Right. Okay. In which case, I might take the risk for this round and try and get rid of some of these sewer jacks.
Okay. All right.
Just compounding the murder charge that we're already
compounding the murder charge.
Absolutely.
Actually, knowing what I know about Granny Smith, fair enough. All right, so do you want to roll your ballistic skill? Do you want to roll your ballistic skill, mate?
I think that's probably, yeah.
So you can't hit them, so it's only ballistic skill. It's 43, yeah. You've got one of the other needles, which is also coated with poison. As I believe both of them were. That's a huge success. So it's a massive success.
Oh my
God. Wow. And they have absolutely failed their toughness. That's good. So tell me which one you hit of these, the 2 here. I'm going to say it's these 2 here that are closest to you. So you can hit one of them. Which one are you going to hit? Just pick them up.
Do they have names, these 2?
Yes, they do. They have families as well, some of them.
They will never see them again.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, you can't do
he's
that.
actually called Mo.
His name is Mo. Short for Mo Friendly. His name is Mo Friendly. All right, Mo Friendly here. You just go, and that's your second of the 2. That's your only poisoned knitting needles.
Yeah.
Please keep a track of how many you use, because obviously if they break or if you can't retrieve them, they're done. So please keep a track of how many of you. I think you only had like 5 or 6 in total. So you throw another one out. This one's got poison. It hits Mo and he just and immediately does exactly the same thing that poor old Rog did, and he goes down to his degree. And the sewer jacks go, "No, you bitch!" like that.
Wow.
They don't seem to. all respect has gone out the window. You see a couple of them that have loaded their crossbows, still loaded, like jack their crossbows up in their arms and put down their like billy clubs to the sides, who are also on like little strings around their wrists, and they aim and they're going to fire next round. They're going to fire on their turn. So these three pull crossbows at you two. This one doesn't. He's still like sort of running towards you. You notice that Johan is now sort of up and about and running a little bit forward as well, starting to run. The guy up here, and Lucas is sort of like dragging himself out of the thing, holding his head, going, "Oh, pretty lady!" He's like trying to like call out for you. "Oh, I know I'm a bit short," but you know, he's sort of saying something inconsequential. Granny, that's your go. Ratigan's your go now. So she's just killed another one in front of you.
I'm basically just had my world. My world is crumbling around me.
You went from the hero of La Maison Tell only a few short months ago to now essentially being a wanted murderer.
Yeah, like, I thought we were just gonna have another of our close scrapes and escape with a wind blast, you know, just blow them over and run.
Yeah.
And suddenly, I've seen my closest friend in the group get knocked out and badly wounded, and also this lady who we only actually met like a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Which one?
The pretty one or the prettier one?
Which one do you mean? I'll never tell.
Make it clear.
So she suddenly murdered two basically guards doing their jobs. And so I basically, my world has crumbled, and I basically I just stagger forward, and I just go put both my hands up and go, wait, no more, no, we can't, no, this is not good at all.
Okay. Are you actually walking towards them, like to give yourself up then?
I'm basically, no, I'm not walking. I'm very carefully and slowly.
Slowly walking to like making a means to go approach them with your hands up, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Are you saying anything else at all, or that's what you're doing? Send your action.
That's my action. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds wise.
That's your action. Therefore, we're going to Merrick. You are standing at the door. You've just seen Quint go down. You've seen Ratty say this, and he's like looking completely freaked out, and he's walking towards with his hands up, going, "No more, no more!" Essentially giving himself up. You see that Lucas is now again trying to pull himself very badly out of the crate, and that the other Watcher are also up. So apart from 2 out of the 9. All the other 9, although some of them have got massive headaches from streaming from blood, there's 7 still left, and only 2 of them have been dealt with permanently, let's say. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Listen, fuck Lucas and fuck the rest of everybody. I've witnessed multiple murders. And I've got an opportunity to get out with Johan. So me and Johan.
Oh no, Johan's like he's being dragged by his buddy now. They forgot.
Oh yeah, he's being sick and
You're
stuff.
alone. Yeah, you're alone.
Oh, I'm getting out of here by myself. This is...
All right.
Use that 6 movement, man. Use that 6 movement.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've got no healing skills, so sorry, Clint.
So you start backing away. There's a part of you that's you're in shadow now, so you know that nobody's going to notice you. You kind of want to see how this pans out a little bit, so you sort of hover a little bit, but you're basically raring to go. All right, new round. Oh, no, it's these guys. All right, so 2 of them rush forwards towards you. One of them's got a crossbow pointed straight at you, and the other one goes, "Don't fucking move, or my mate over here." And looks at him and goes, "It's Fred." Fred, sorry, you knew. Fred's gonna pop you right in the eyebrows. So turn around, and he gets out what looks like this kind of like these weird manacles. These like very like big, like very deeply uncomfortable looking manacles. And he grabs your hands from above your head, and he sort of like wrenches them around your back, and then puts these manacles on. Are you doing anything, Tom? Just so I know to delay him actually fixing it, or are you gonna let him do this?
I'm going to let him do it, but I'm going to yell, someone needs to help my friend.
The Vagabond for innocent. Okay, so you shout that out. Are you talking about Quint, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, make a fellowship test -10, please, because you are literally being arrested as you scream that out. So fellowship test -10.
All right.
Quint, you're going to be up next, by the way, buddy. Sorry, I forgot. I skipped over you.
I'm unconscious.
41 as a failure. Oh no, don't worry.
If I got luck, it would be a pass.
Does your luck hold? I seem to remember last time your luck does not hold. Actually, I know exactly what your luck was. This was this, and you used it last time. You sort of like you feel like that the usual like tinkle of you're usually pretty fucking lucky and you're usually pretty persuasive, and you say it and they look at you incredibly coldly and they look down at their two mates who are clearly dead, and then Fred, who's got the crossbow, comes up really close to you and goes, "Yeah, I know he is," and then steps back again with the crossbow. They are particularly pissed off that you killed two of them. That is their go. The other two are now going to fire at Granny Smith because she hasn't given herself up at the moment. They're going to take the crossbows and shoot. One of them hits, and the second one misses. So you sort of duck the first one, and the other one hits you in the arm. It's going to hit you for.
Am I able? Because I've got parry. Am I able to parry?
This is a crossbow bolt.
That's a hit.
Nah, it's like trying to parry a slow-moving bullet. You're not really going to do much with it.
Granny, do you have dodge?
It's like
I've got dodge blow. Yeah.
Okay, it's like dodging an arrow basically. But crossbow bolts are faster, so you can do initiative test. But if you miss, you're going to get hit with the full force of it.
Oh.
Or if you succeed, you'll dodge the shot. Yeah, I'll say you dodge the shot.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a straight initiative.
So that's a straight initiative.
Yes, straight initiative.
Which is 51. Okay, God, right.
38. That's a success. So you managed to.
Nice.
You basically tell me how you dodge it actually, because this is like this is a little John move right now. So that's pretty cool.
Right. Okay. So am I. My gosh, if I had last week's luck. So I might have to do a classic granny move.
Nice.
And she likes to use the Zimmer frame. She's going to cartwheel off here, down here, using the Zimmer. And she's now, she's now at the bottom of the damn stairs, but she's fucking safe.
Okay, so you sort of do this like cartwheel front. You basically doing a handspring using a Zimmer frame off stairs and dropping like a cat onto the floor in front of them.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right, very cool. You do that. All of them go ooh as you sort of do it, which is pretty cool. And you see one guy at the back, like one of the guys who's with Johan stops and starts going like clapping, and then just slows down, and then carries on charging you. Cool. Okay, these two are going to end. Very good. New round. The last two here are now. Johan sort of, we're still with sickle over his face, is now running up and is sort of like prodding Quint. Quint, it's new round. You have to make a death saving throw, as it were. Cool. It doesn't work the same way as it does in D&D. This is to find out how damaged you are. Usually the GM rolls it, but I feel lucky tonight, punk. So I'm going to let you roll it. This is on the critical hit table. You're at -1. Low rolls are good. High rolls, and we might have to see how many fate points you got there, buddy. So please roll them bones. There's no modifier. It's a straight D100 roll. And then tell me the result, please. That's a 16. Not bad. And we said the head, didn't we? 16. Yep. Okay, so 16 on the chart is +1. That's 2. You're very fucking lucky, aren't you? A glancing bow stuns the opponent who may do nothing except parry the next round. So actually, even though there's a copious amounts of blood streaming from your nose and around your sort of eye sockets a little bit, you actually manage to not get seriously injured. You are on -1, you are unconscious, but as opposed to being like your bones being jammed into your brain and killing you instantly or anything, it's just completely knocked you out. So you are knocked out, you can't get up, and you're going to be knocked out until they revive you, but you're not in any serious jeopardy, you're not bleeding out or anything. Very good. Right. All right, cool. So Granny, you see that he's fucked, but he's alive. He's going to be okay. You sort of quickly take that in after your roll. Next up in the orders, therefore you've just done your dodge. So Granny Smith, you're up again. You're facing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and the sixth one over here is holding Ratty. He's got manacles on him. Has already banged Ratty up. What are you gonna do? You can't see Merrick anywhere. You can also
I was
see
going to
your
say
seven.
the first thing I do is the cats aren't doing anything, and where the heck is Merrick?
Yeah.
A little bit occupied.
A little bit
I
running.
like the idea that the vagabonds are sort of like down and out or giving themselves up, and Granny's going down fighting. I think it's really funny.
I mean, do you know what? Oh God, I was gonna try. No, I'm not trying that one. No, I feel like I don't want to kill anyone else because that's not really like it's. I know it's in her bones, but it's not really helping this situation.
Well, Jess, let me just give you a reminder of a piece of information that I'm going to give you on your WhatsApp because.
Oh!
Did you hear that?
No.
Did you just drop out, or can you hear me?
No, I can hear you, but yeah, what have I forgotten? Have I dropped out?
No, I'm just going to tell you now. So please look at your WhatsApp message.
If this was something which made this all avoidable, I'm going to be... Yeah.
Okay, cool, that's it. So I've given the information to Jess. Sorry, players, but you are not allowed to know that. So that's just something just to remind you about your character a little bit. Just
Thank
FYI.
you.
You're welcome. So you can still make your decision as to what you want to do. I'm just saying don't forget that, okay?
Yep. No, that's a very, very excellent point well presented. Right.
So she takes the grenade out.
Takes out. Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna have to go fucking right.
What are you gonna say?
This?
What are you gonna say as a free action? Then what are you gonna do?
My free action, I'm gonna shout "fuck."
Excellent.
And then
Can you do it in a way like it's just like casual, almost throwaway, like "fuck," like that? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, jeez. What can I do? I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of street fighting.
All right, mate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. or no, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of street fighting.
Okay.
You're gonna go down fighting, Granny.
Yeah, fighting. Fucking hell. It's like a bar and brawl
Yeah.
Hell, Granny.
now.
Oh, it's like Pringles, isn't it? Oh, that's your pop.
I quite like Pringles. Shut up, Fred. All right, cool. What are you gonna do?
So.
You got one. How many attacks have you got? Excuse me.
Have I only got the one attack?
I think you've only got one attack. Weirdly, yeah.
Okay. Right.
So there's one guy right in front of you, and he's only got a load.
Right, yeah,
he's got an unloaded crossbow because he fired last round, and he hasn't got anything else in it. He's trying to reaching for his billy club, but he's essentially unarmed at the moment. Well, he's got an improvised weapon. He's not in a good place right now. Yeah.
Okay. Can I give him I'd like to give him an absolute smack to knock him unconscious. I want him out.
You know what it is? When you said you were going to do street fighting, in my head instantly was one of those, those spinny sort of wrestling move thing that's in like BBJ and Krav Maga and whatnot, and they do it. And they do,
delicious.
Like, Black Widow does it when she jumps on somebody and spins around them and then throws them and they land, and she's basically spun around their body.
There are thighs involved.
There are lots of thighs involved, and only women do it. Men don't do it at all. You never see the Hulk do it. It's only Black Widow looking sexy doing it. I'm not going to read into that too much. I'm just saying, Marvel. All right, let's go. All right, so that's a street fighting roll. So that's weapon skill. Because you've got street fighting, there's no modifier, but you can get plus 10 because he's essentially unarmed. There's not much, and he's also completely outskilled. So plus 10 to your weapon skill roll, please.
So that would make it 48.
Yeah, 48. These two dice over.
Lovely.
Yep. That's a hit. That's a 14. It's a success.
Oh, it's 14. Oh, God.
No, it's a 14.
Okay.
It's a 14. That's a big success. Very good. So roll a d6 for damage, please.
Okay. Yes, chef. Okay.
That's a 4 plus your strength and any skills.
4 plus my strength, which is 4, and any skills.
Yeah, like strike mighty blow or anything.
Okay, yeah. So I got strike mighty blow, which.
Oh, Granny's got strike mighty blow. I love it.
Yeah. So any skills, or do I just choose what? Like, do you know what?
Any skills that are relevant. So if you have strike mighty blow, yeah.
But, like,
Yeah,
anything, I think strike mighty blow is the main one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think yeah. Okay. Strike mighty blow.
So
what's
the
that?
total damage? Strength plus strike mighty
So-
blow plus 4.
So strength is 4 plus strike mighty blow. How many is that?
That's
Is that
another-
plus 1 damage?
That's +1, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Plus 4 there. So
Huzzah.
that's 9.
9?
Huzzah.
Fucking... Okay, so tell me how you kill him.
Granny,
Oh no!
3 of
I'm
them.
sorry, I didn't want to kill. I'm gonna do it.
So actually, so you do the spinny Black Widow move, and
Break
your
with a-
thighs go around his head, and as you flip him, you snap his neck in midair, and he just tumbles over like this and lands in the corner, like crumpled down like that. And you're now on the floor, sort of staring at these
Doing
other
the
3
Marvel
guys.
pose.
Yeah, doing the Marvel pose. This guy's now rushing towards this way. These 2 guys just stop in their tracks and go, "Fucking hell!" like that, as you see that you do this thing. You can't see. Make an initiative test. Oh, no, you can't see Merrick. Merrick's just disappeared. These 2.
Run, Merrick, run, Merrick, run.
So yes. So these 2 guys stop dead in their tracks. They're not running, but neither are they coming towards you. One of them just goes, "Fucking hell!" like that, and the other 3 are over here with Ratty. Okay, that's your code. Jesus Christ! All right, so
my God.
Ratty, you're being pulled to the corner now. You're manacled. You're being pulled to the corner. There's 3 people around you. They're all loading their crossbows up, and they're just standing there. What you've just seen Granny Smith fucking decimate. Jump up. Not only did she do like a handspring off the staircase and then do this wraparound thing and break somebody in midair, she's now facing off these other 2. She's fucking terrifying. She's facing off these other 2 sewer jacks. Is there anything that you want to do, or are you in custody right now, being surrounded by 3 of them as they're like fucking freaking out and loading crossbows to point at Granny Smith's direction? Is there anything you want to do?
I mean, if I see a 3rd one, I'm just like, no. I mean, this is completely against how I do things.
Sure.
So I'm not in a good place right now.
You're doing the James Dean Rebel Without a Cause. I get the bullets, kind of like thing as you're screaming out past the guards, and the guards aren't listening to you. Okie dokie. Lastly, is therefore going to be. Actually, it's going to be the Sewer Jacks, and then it's going to be Merrick. So the Sewer Jacks are literally just... I'm going to make a little test for them. So those 2 have loaded, therefore they're going to fire. So 2 crossbow bolts are going to fire at you. That's 1, and that is 2. And then the other 2 guys, I'm going to say, are going to then try and charge you. That's 1, and with a modifier, that's only 1 of them. Okay, so 2 bolts are... I said 2 bolts hit you, didn't I? So 2 bolts are going to hit you straight. And they are sort of to your side. And Tom, I completely respect your character. I think you're doing exactly what your character would be doing. It's great. So
I'm doing exactly what my character would do too.
Absolutely, you are.
I'm doing exactly what my character would be doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing a possible impression of a dead rat in a sewer. Yeah!
Same your character. All right, so the first one's going to hit you for 5 points of damage. The second one's going to hit you for 6 points of damage, Granny.
Okay. Am I able to dodge blow? Or...
You are not able. You are in combat, and your back is towards them. So
Okay.
no, you are not allowed to see it.
No worries.
No. So roll.
So that's 2.
So that's 5. Was it? I say 5 and 6? I think it was. No, 6 and 7. What did I say? Yeah. 1 plus
no
5.
idea.
That's no. It's going to be 1 of 5 and 1 of. You know what? I'll split the difference. 1 of 5 and 1 of 7. I'm going to say. So 1 hit of 5, then 1 hit of 7.
5 and 7. So what have I got to roll?
First one of 5, your toughness is 5, so that's nothing. The second one, you're going to take
My
2 wounds.
my toughness has gone down to 3.
How come?
Because I took a hit earlier. Where is it?
Reduces it. It's
Yeah.
only your wounds are reduced. Your toughness isn't.
Right, okay.
Unless I told you something like your toughness would be.
No, I think I misunderstood.
No,
okay,
it's
so my
okay.
toughness.
So your toughness is
got
5.
it.
So you take 2 more wounds.
Right.
You're down to you're down to 3 wounds is what you're at the moment. So you actually the second
Right.
thunder, like the other bolt actually does graze into you. It doesn't hit any vital organs, but it's sort of sticking in your side, kind of where the fat is a little bit. So he hasn't hit any vital organs or anything serious, but it's definitely fucking painful, and you feel it thud
Yeah.
into the side of you. At that point, that distracts you enough for one of the guards to get a bit cocky, and he charges you, and he's going to he's attacked you, he's hit you. So he comes over with like his billy club, and he's going to hit you for 7 points of damage, which is 2 more wounds, unless you want to do anything.
I mean, she's in a lot of pain.
Mm.
So he's come at me with the
billy
the
club.
weapon.
Mhm.
So I can disarm. Can I disarm?
No, but you could dodge if you want to.
No.
So you can roll your.
Yeah, I think I'll dodge this
All
one.
right, so that's your initiative, and roll your initiative, please, and then you're going to dodge that.
Okay, initiative 51.
33, so you dodge that blow. You sort of spin around, but you are very much now in combat with quite a few. I'm going to give you a penalty now as well. You are in the other guy gets his sort of his win back and charges towards you again. You're against 2 people. There is a flanking rule that I've been sort of I've implemented a while ago, which I haven't used actually, but you're flanked, which means you're going to be sort of like a disadvantage in D&D. You're now going to be at a disadvantage when fighting these 2 because of the situation you're in. I'm going to say you're a bit overpowered. One more thing is going to happen this round, which is a last crossbow bolt from the other side of the room is going to fire out. It's going to hit you, I'm going to say, and that is going to do. Whoa, shit, that's not good. All right, so no, that'll be anyone. So you're going to take 10 points of damage from the crossbow bolt as it fires across the room.
Okay.
Drilled granny.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So what does that put you on? Minus your toughness and any armor.
Where does the toughness?
I'm
Oh my
gonna say
god, my
chest.
balaclava's not doing much, is it?
My balaclava also good. Toughness of 5.
Yeah, I mean that's like the only thing that we said is that the many layers of my
Is an extra 1. So
clothes
you're going to be on a
are kind of like-
minus
yeah.
1. You're basically on -1, I believe, if I work
Oh,
that
you've
out.
gone like Cliff. Basically,
Yeah.
you're now.
So
Yeah.
out of
So
nowhere.
that's on my toughness? No,
Yeah.
on my wounds -1 now.
Your toughness and your is fine. Is always you're going to be the same. It's 5.
Yeah,
but your
that's
wounds
fine.
is
It's the
down onto
wounds.
-1. So the last thing you see is this bolt arcing through the distance from the crates as Lucas, who looks pretty groggy, has taken aim for a round and is just firing. And the last thing you think of is, I don't know if this balaclava is going to do the job, and you just get hit. And what it does, it cracks against your skull. And you just stagger back, you totter back into the back of the stairs, and your back of your head clacks against that, and it just knocks you the fuck out. You're going to have to make 1 roll on the critical rune table for me right now to see whether or not it's a serious injury or whether, like Clem, you were like Quint, sorry, you were sort of okay-ish. So please roll a
Where is
straight D100. Straight
Where do I
D100.
find that?
This over here. I'm not sure where you are right now. There's D100 here, a D100 here. These 2 here.
Oh, I can't see where you are. Sorry,
Just come over here.
I'm just zooming right out.
All right.
Over here.
Over here. These
Over
two,
here.
either
Is
one
it?
of these is fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So D100. Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. If you roll another 0, that's a really bad roll. So please roll this dice as well. This one over here, please.
This
As
one
we
here.
have, yes, you haven't rolled it, so please roll this one. Yeah, roll it
That one
properly. No, yeah, roll this one, please. Thank you.
Just this one here. Yeah.
Yep. Just 'cause you rolled 1, but you need to roll 2.
I don't want to move it. Come
The
on.
suspense
Sorry,
is
I'm
killing
really
our
zoomed
audience.
out. I know. I'm sorry. I'm really zoomed out trying to do this. And let me zoom in a bit. There we
I
go.
can roll it for you if you wish. I wouldn't advise that. Though. That is a 2. Okay, that's a critical. That's basically the same thing happens to you. So you get knocked out by these 2 very quick blows. It can cuss you a little bit, not in a serious way, but you get completely knocked out. As you go, as the world starts fading and you feel yourself falling to your knees and then like hitting your head down. What's the last thing that you think of or say?
My fucking cat.
Badoomf, and you smack to the ground, out of the fight, slumped out of the fight. Okay, so
man.
Tom, you've just witnessed this. The other guy goes, "Fucking hell, shit, who the fuck was that? And as that happens, we flip over to Merrick, and we see Merrick. You have managed to make your way through the sewers, and you're
Nice.
entering the exit of where you were coming out with the key that you have. You actually pilfered one of the keys of the sewer jack, so you noticed it was a sewer key on the way out.
When I was disarming.
When you were disarming him, you also took his key. You open the door to the sewers, and you goes, and you open into evening light. There is very few people around you. People are setting up stores. You're actually in the fairground right now. People are setting up locking up their stores. You're over here right now, if you care to see, on the big map. That's where
I
you've
can't
exited.
get back into the game, but I'm listed though.
No worries. So you've exited the sewers where you entered a few hours before. Now in a fantastic ball ground. And as you step out, it's a bit grimy, but somebody walks past and goes, "Hey, nice ball ground, mate," and just carries on walking past you. And you just nod surreptitiously.
Thanks.
So you step out, sort of dust yourself off, make sure that your bustle is where it should be, and you then hear this kind of whistle echoing down the tunnels behind you, which you know to be the whistle alarm of the sewer jacks, meaning they need assistance and help. What are you going to do, sir? It's the Yeah.
Do I still have the magical staves? Because I had one and I gave one to Ratty.
You do.
Can I send a message to Ratty?
You may. What are you going to say?
Do I have to text it to you?
You can just say it out loud. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I'll let the message say I'll be back I'll bring help, sort of thing.
Okay, so Tom, as you're being held quite forcibly down to your knees, they're being very fucking rough with you. A few of them actually give you a good couple of kicks and knees. You sort of see this little stave thing, which is actually hung on your hip, very much like like a BlackBerry does. It's like a little BlackBerry pouch. You've sort of fastened it. You've made this little stave pouch, which is kind of like a BlackBerry pouch, and it's just sort of like flapping around enough that you can see the stave front, and it just in this writing just scrawls out, "I'll be back with help." Presumably that's Merrick, sort of sending you a message back, and then instantly after a few seconds just disappears as you know it to do each time that the message appears. It stays there for a little while, and when you read it, it instantly
Etch-a-sketch
disappears.
style.
Yeah, kind of like an Etch-a-sketch, like that, and just disappears. The guys hoist you to your feet. A couple of guys have got arms underneath Quint and are dragging him very unceremoniously out. Same thing with Granny. One of them is actually patting Granny's body down and go, "Fuck, bloody hell, how many weapons is this old biddy carrying? She's a walking piece of dynamite, she is." And they're sort of they're dragging her off as well, her unconscious body. One of them is one of the guys, Lucas, has gone to the tunnel and is now blowing furiously on one of the whistles he's got around his neck. What are you going to do, sir? As you get dragged off, you're the only one conscious right now. Tom?
I don't know. That seemed like a good place to end there, right there.
I'm literally trying to end it with you saying something. I literally am giving you what I know that you need, which is to wrap up the episode. You're it. You're the only person up. I literally...
Everybody else is unconscious, mate, or scarpered.
I cultivated this so that you would be the only person standing right now.
His whole compass shattered. He is kind of in tears right now.
Yeah.
This is not... so, yeah. I'm just... I don't know.
Just staring and weeping at the vagabonds and what they've become.
Yeah, I'm not in a good place. So
as you stare, eyes filling up as they unceremoniously drag the unconscious body of not only Granny Smith but also Quint and pick up his slider sword and start eyeing it. One of them turns and goes, "Yeah, get a good look. That's what they do to murderers in Bogenhofen." And at that point, folks, we are ending the session. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom.
That was an intense one.
That was
today.
fucking intense, huh? That was very beautiful as well. I really liked that last image of Ratty staring wide-eyed and crying at the situation and not knowing what the hell's happening and his reality being shot. It's very cool. Also, the ball ground, even though you've been on the sewers, so you're still on point. That's it, folks. We have finished the session for today. The next session is going to be probably about 3 weeks. I think it's something like the 3rd, 4th of May, like the last Sunday of May, I believe it is. It's going to be our next session, as we've got a lot of filming to do and work and stuff. But yeah, thank you very much, Vagabonds. It was awesome, as always. I think, whose table is this today? Whose table is it, folks? Is it up to the Vagabonds to make a decision?
I flipped it last week. I flipped it last time.
You did, so you were out of the race in this one.
I think as the only conscious member of the Vagabonds.
Right? And he's the only person able to flip the table. That's crazy. All right, Tom, the table is yours, sir. I have saved the game. And thank you very much to everybody in the chat, and thank you very much to our mods. Tom, it's over to you, folks.
Flip!
It's beautiful!
Marvelous.
Thanks, folks. We'll see you in about 3 weeks. Take it easy. See you, folks. See you, Vagabonds. Bye!
See ya!